What is up, guys? Welcome to the episode. As y'all know, I got this truck a couple months ago. We sold the 7.3 Power Stroke to upgrade to a little bit nicer, more comfortable truck. Sadly, it is a gas truck, but it has been an awesome truck so far, other than the problem that I ran into last weekend. So last weekend, we get in the truck, take out the trash, and I turn the AC on, and I have nothing blowing through these vents, right? Nothing. So I tried everything. I mean, on, off. I tried max AC. I did all the fan settings. Nothing was working. Okay. Hey, car parts maybe. So if you come into the truck, there's this thing right here called the blend door actuator. Everything on YouTube, Google will point to this. So I tried it out, took it off, play with it, put it back in, and we started working again, which that was on Saturday. It is now Wednesday, and we're back to square one where nothing's blowing out of the vents. So we went back to the blend door actuator. I replaced it on my lunch break, still nothing. So now I'm looking all over the internet and I can't find anything that's pointing towards other than that blend door actuator. So I'm using my noggin here. I'm like, oh, the blower's not turning on, so maybe something's wrong with the blower, right? So now we started diagnosing the blower. So first I checked the fuse for the blower and the actual instrument panel, which is this 7.5 right here. It should be in position, I think 13 and 12. It's like a 2-position fuse. That was good. So the next thing we checked was the fuse box in here, which houses the fuse for the actual blower motor itself, which is this guy all the way back here. There's a 40 amp, and it should be in position 43, which that was good too. So the last thing I did was I probed this, what is that, yellow and green, and then black and yellow wire. The black is your ground, and then the yellow one is your power, and I was getting power. If we have power to those two pins, we should be spinning up this blower motor. So the next thing was to pull the actual blower motor out. To pull the blower motor out in my truck, I had to move this module out of the way, which was just two 11 millimeters. I think it says a 4x4, so this might be a 4x4 module. So moved it out. Then there's 3 T20 bolts holding it up, and then removing this connector. So I first removed the connector, and this thing would not come out. As you can see, I mangled it. But when I finally got to come out, and as you can tell, the connections for the hot and ground had been shorted or burnt up or something, but you can see they're melted. You can see on the actual blower motor control module, it is burnt up as well. Let's see if I can get it. There you go. Those two pins right there, burnt up. But everything on the actual control board looks good. So I don't know from here, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there wasn't much information on the internet, so I just wanted to kind of put a consolidation of everything I've done, so maybe it can help someone else out in the future, since it didn't really seem like there's much on the internet. So I can probably order a new connector and tear this one open and salvage the pins, so I don't have to splice or anything. I just push these new ones into the new connector and clean up the corrosion or whatever is on the connections inside here. For this board, I think the board's good, other than those connections being burnt, but I think we're good, because once I plugged it back in after realizing all of this and I shimmied it around, motor spun up. So the motor's good at least. So next day out here, I ended up getting a blower motor off Amazon. This is the cheapo. It's also on Rock Auto. It's the same part number as the cheapest one on Rock Auto. It's $110 ship, so should be good enough for the old Ford. Also ordered a new plug, but it won't be here till tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll have that in the video, but this should work right now. So let's get this guy installed. Okay, and just a little comparison, you can see that this thing is getting rusty, so probably the mechanism in here's not good. And then this free spin compared to this free spin, so this motor is definitely starting to get locked up compared to this one, so good thing we're replacing it. Of course, to get this back in there, just reverse orders, nothing special about it. All right, so the new one is in. Let's just plug her up and let's see if it'll turn on. All right, so power. Nice. Sweet. We have working air. Thank God. So this video helped you out. Leave a like. If you're into drifting or Hondas, hit that subscribe button for more content like that. I'll see you next one, guys. Peace. So we went back to the blend door actuator. I replaced it with one now. Well, damn.